Those who contemplate the beauty of the earth find reserves of strength that will endure as long as life lasts. There is something infinitely healing in the repeated refrains of nature, the assurance that dawn comes after night and spring after winter. Every wildlife photographer's dream is to visit a national park, and so was ours. When you live in a country like India, the options available are not many. We decided to do an online booking for the visit, and thus the wait was finally over when we reached the gates of Kanha National Park. Our excitement knew no boundaries as we saw the jeeps parked in front of the entrance. Jeep safaris are a great attraction which allows the tourists to take a tour around the park. These rides are arranged twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. Thus we decided to take both the trips in order to explore the beauty of this national park. After finding out a bit about the park from the Tourist Information Center, the jeeps were ready to enter the park. Every car was accompanied with a guide who was supposed to explain about the various species that are found in the park to the visitors. Everyone on the jeep was equally excited. Elephant safari is no more available for the visitors. This tiger reserve is in Mandla and Balaghat districts of Madhya Pradesh, which was set up on 1st June 1955 with a buffer zone of 1067 square kilometers and the neighboring 110 square kilometers fence sanctuary forms the Kanha Tiger Reserve. This makes it the largest national park in central India. Kanha National Park is home to over 1,000 species of flowering plants. As the journey began, we experienced the mysterious effect of the jungle, the presence of life in the sea of trees. This park showed us how beautiful Mother Nature is. It's a different feeling to hear the chirping of birds. The trees swaying with the breeze, the leaves of the trees rattling, the light blue sky staring at you from above. There are many species of grass recorded at Kanha, some of which are important for the survival of Barasingha. The climate of this region is tropical. Summers are hot and dry, while winters are cold. During the monsoons, the park is closed from July to mid-October. We saw a lot of different varieties of flora and fauna. We managed to capture some of the most beautiful birds that exist on this planet. It was unbelievable to see how the tourists were overexcited to click photographs of these wild species. A lot of foreigners visit these parks with their families. We were fortunate enough to see some beautiful sights of different types of deer. Among the deer species, swamp deer or hard-ground Barasingha is the pride of the place, as it is the only subspecies of swamp deer in India. Kanha National Park has been instrumental in rescuing the swamp deer from extinction. Indian gaur belonging to the ox genus is found in Kanha but seen mostly as winter ends. In summer, gaur inhabit meadows and water holes in the park. dense forested zones with good crown cover have abundant species of climbers, shrubs, and herbs flourishing in the understory. Aquatic plants in numerous tal are lifeline for migratory and wetland species of birds. Peacocks are the biggest attraction of this place. We were lucky enough to see some beautiful glimpses of peacocks and also heard its sound. The sight of so many monkeys beside the road was a treat to the eyes. We also came across a few jackals on the road. One of them came in front of our jeep, and the excitement level of the visitors grew high. An interesting thing that we found at the park was that leaves had been burnt on both sides of the road so that forest fires are not able to spread. We were not privileged enough to see a tiger, but we definitely found tiger footprints on the road. Kanha National Park and Pench National Park, both situated in Madhya Pradesh, are at a distance of 153 kilometers from each other. Hence, people usually visit both the parks. So, after a thrilling experience at Kanha, we decided to visit Pench National Park. This park is situated in Seoni and Chhindwara districts of Madhya Pradesh in India. It derives its name from the Pench River that flows through the national park from north to south, dividing the park into almost equal western and eastern halves, the well-forested areas of Seoni and Chhindwara districts respectively. It was declared a sanctuary in 1977 but raised to the status of a national park in 1983. Later, it was established as a tiger reserve area in 1992. Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book and its character Mowgli is based on Pench National Park. This park is also famously known as Mowgli Land. The terrain of Pench is covered with small hills and well-stocked teak mixed forest in the southern reaches of Satpura Ranges. Pench National Park, comprising 758 square kilometers, out of which a core area of 299 square kilometers of Pench National Park and the Mowgli Pench Sanctuary and remaining 464 square kilometer of this park is the buffer area. Just like Kanha National Park, Pench National Park can be visited twice a day. The park remains closed during the months of July, August and September. As we entered the forest, we saw a huge and a strange looking tree. At night, the tree looks like a ghost standing in the middle of the jungle. There are more than 170 species of birds, including several migratory ones. We captured some astonishing shots of an eagle flying. Just like Kanha, we got to experience this wonderful visit where deer and peacocks were just a few feet away from us. Watching the peacock cross the road in front of our car made us spellbound. We faced a funny incident with a jackal. He actually tried playing hide and seek with our car. Well, I guess it's just too camera shy. We were disappointedly about to complete our journey when the guide told us not to talk. Behind a bush, we saw a tiger resting. We had stopped breathing for a while because rarely does one get to see a tiger, and the thought that the tiger was just a few meters away from us scared us. Finally, we bid goodbye with a heavy heart, but we were satisfied with the memories we managed to capture, which would be cherished forever. Our stay at the resorts was more than amazing since the environment created a different effect, which was very different from the regular hustle and bustle of the city life. The tree which moves some to tears of joy is in the eyes of others only a green thing that stands in the way. Some see nature all ridicule and deformity, and some scarce see nature at all. But to the eyes of the man of imagination, nature is imagination itself.